I think we are. Hopefully there ain't too much glare. Kind of using the bunk door. Is that better? What? Okay, come on up here and say hi to everybody. Say hi. Hi. Come on, wave them hands. You too. Come here, Jake. You come over here. Okay, now you come over here. Now, hey, over here. You gotta say hi over here. Over here. Yeah, come over here. Say hi. Hi, come on. Wave. Wave. They're doggy. Ah, there ain't no doggy. I just lied to you. Yeah, there's a doggy right here. Come here. You fight? You fight? She wants to fight. Come here. You want to fight? You want to fight too? Come here. You want to fight? How's everybody doing? We are here. Oh, I'm waiting for the... Okay, there they are. Amtrak Traveler 911. Hi, Jake and Panda. Hey, somebody said hi to you. See? Look right there. Terry is in here. Hi, Jukebox. Well, how you doing? Melanie. We know Melanie, don't we? Huh? Yeah. How you guys doing? Yeah. I'm on my 34. I am. I'm going back to work tomorrow morning. I just, when I get done with this live show, I got to go in, do a load of laundry, and then get myself all set up and ready to go for tomorrow. But yeah, look, Tracy's in here. Big John's in here. Jerry is in here. It's been a while since I did a live show. I really don't like doing them too much. Because you can't make any mistakes, right? It ain't like a regular video, you know. I can go in there and do some editing. There's no editing, so it's what you see is what you get. We're in the bunk of our truck. That's where we are. I was going to go up to the front and do this, but I don't know. It's just more comfortable, more roomy. It's more of a home back here. See, up there, that's the office. Back here is the home, right? Oh, okay. JD, hey. Whopper Burger, yeah. Now we're going to try to keep up with the comments. If you guys don't mind hitting the thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. Or thumbs down. You can go thumbs down with it. It don't matter. It's being recognized by YouTube when you do that. All right. Thank you. There. See, we just got one. We got 24. Hey, what are you guys laying down for? Huh? They're laying down. They say, we're done. You can't be done. We're still live. Okay, let's read some comments here. Yes, no editing. It is what it is. What you see here. Stuart is in the house. Yeah, we need to get by the house so they can get a haircut. Really. I thought about maybe getting another motel room for this 34 because I can give them a bath and all that, you know. But I don't like spending the money, right? Already hit. Thank you there, David. I appreciate you. Well, okay. We're going to start this out, I guess, by asking if anybody has any questions. Because I get this every now and then in the comment section. Say, I got a question. When are you going to do a live show? So, let's see. See about a mobile groomer. Yeah, I thought about going online and seeing if I could find somebody that knows how to, you know, travel over here and give them a haircut. You drove past my hometown in Missouri. Oh, you live in... Okay. Yeah, I was up there in the woods. I was actually... There was no highway or no, like, interstates, no big roads, anything. And when I say a skinny road, I'm telling you, there's a skinny road. And the road goes like this. It not like this, but it goes like this. So with 39,000 pounds in the trailer, I'm doing this, right? So it's everything I could do to keep it straight. Plus we had the ice on the road. If you just saw that video, we had the ice on the road. So trying to keep ourselves from, you know, it was a job. It really was. Okay, let's see here. Weather has been good in Missouri and it's good today. It's going to be 67 degrees. That's another thing that we're going to do. We're going to get out of this truck. We're going to go for a long walk. And first of all, let me tell you guys, I'm not stopping the videos. I'm not. I promise you. First of all, let me tell you what happened. As you can see, we got a new computer. The old computer, I don't want to say it quit, but it has to go to a computer person. And I got one over there by where my mom lives. So I'm not getting rid of that computer. Obviously, we're going to get it fixed. But the quickest fix to get back on YouTube or to get the videos, I had to buy another computer. So I just spent $1,500. I'm not kidding, $1,500 and change with tax and everything on this computer, so we can continue with the videos. Two, we bought. Where did it go? I didn't take it up there, I'm sure. Are you laying on my camera? Oh, right here. And we bought a new camera, so the videos will be back up. I never did stop. I just don't like really making the videos using the phone, because you're not going to get, well, I think 780 or 720 is the best quality that I'm going to get on this phone if I film with using the phone, right? We have Wi-Fi, and yes, and I went to Verizon, and I got, let me get this other one, let's see, there it is. I went to Verizon here, and we got two that we do for the radio show, but we've got two more Wi-Fi's. They're not prepaid neither. They're actual Wi-Fi's. So we got 4 of them. Now, 2 of these are dedicated to YouTube. And the other 2 is dedicated, hey, the Seasoned Truckers in the house. Yeah, thank you for being here. And the other 2 is going to be dedicated, 2 dedicated to the radio show, 2 dedicated to YouTube. Now, these are, what you want to call, MP5s or something like that. They're a little quality higher up, so they'll download the videos a whole lot quicker. We're 1080p, 60 frames per second on each video. So, well, because I do the radio show too, because if I do the radio show and only use the 2, by the end of the month, we still have the Wi-Fi, it's just not as fast. So doing it this way, I can just dedicate 2 for the YouTube and 2 for the radio show. And because we've been having problems with the radio show as far as the Wi-Fi too, so I think we got all that straight. I spent some quality money, I'm telling you, but you guys are worth it. At least I know I can do the videos, and now we got a way to upload them. Let's see, Michael, think that what they called. Okay, Dill Cox, hey, see, they fade away. They fade away. Come back up there. Let's see, if I do this, if I touch it, once I touch it, there we go. Jukebox, when was the last time you took a trip to Canada? It's been a long time, and I mean a long time. Last time I was in Canada, I was driving for JB Hunt. At one time I drove for them, and that was the last time. As a matter of fact, you didn't need a passport, nothing like that. All you needed was a birth certificate and your driver's license. That was all that required. But I only been to 2 places in Canada, or 2 provinces, or 2 places, Ontario and the other part where they all talk French. What's new today? Well, we're taking a break today. We're not rolling today. We're going to do some laundry today. Hey, I got a new idea what I would like to do with the other camera. Now I got 3 GoPros now, and I want to take the other camera and just, not so much like I'm talking to the camera, or like, hey, what's up everybody, or hello YouTube, but I got the other camera as a walking around camera, just so you know, I can just put it on and just walk around, do whatever I'm doing, giving you guys the bird's eye view of what I'm seeing, just what I'm seeing. Like if I go inside and just walk around, or just, you know, if I'm going to run in, take a shower. Now, I'm not going to show you guys me taking a shower, obviously, but I can just put just a walking around camera. If I'm taking the dogs out just for a walk, just take them out for a walk. The camera that's on the windshield, it's like, hey, how's everybody doing? Good morning. This is our day. And the other camera would be more like if we're getting out, getting fuel or whatever, and talking to you guys. But the other camera is going to be like a walking around camera. Just so if you don't hear me saying, hey, what's up, everybody, or whatever, I'm not being a snob in any way, shape, or form. The purpose for that camera is just to show you what I'm looking at. Like if I'm just walking around and you happen to be beside me walking around, like we're just talking, you know. So I think you guys are going to like that. I really do. I think you're going to like that. Now the thing is, if I'm outside, I'm walking around for an hour, or it happens to be a 2-hour, whatever, it may be that long of a video. You don't have to watch it. If you don't want to, you can skip around or whatever. But that video will actually be called Just Walking Around. And we'll start it out with the first, like, just walking around part 1, part 2, part 3, and just let it continue. Or every 30 minutes, I may every day make sure a copy of, or part of that video will come up. But I just want you guys to, because I haven't been doing that lately. Haven't been inside no place lately with the camera. And it's not because I don't want to. I just, I get some people that, I don't care to see that. And then if I don't do it, then I get some people that say, I want to see that. Or, you know, but you can't please everybody. I'm just going to film, put it up on YouTube, and let you guys watch it. Now, we got good Wi-Fi. All together, we got over 100 gigabytes of Wi-Fi. So now I can do that with the YouTube. Where before I couldn't really do that without running out of Wi-Fi. Now we got plenty of it. What else are we going to do? And I know every day, I can't do it every day. It's impossible for me to really show you a video every day. If I want to put details, open up the computer, put the file in the computer. Did you see today's video? Let's see if I'm missing out. We need to break bread. We already did. We had a meetup. Yeah, Quebec. That's what I was thinking. See, I got to touch. You know why I got to touch this? Because I already touched it. Once you touch the comments on my end, anyway, I got to scroll up. Yeah, me and Seasoned Trucker. That's Howard. I introduced you guys to him, his channel to him, and he does similar same thing what I do, except for he's all over the place. Howard is all over the place, but he lives out west. So if you guys like them kind of videos, check him out. I watch him. Enjoy the truck stop. Some people do. Some people really do. I just wear the camera. I don't really care about. I am unlimited on the two Wi-Fi's for the YouTube. I'm completely unlimited. I'm not saying they won't shrink my service down but I have to go over 100 gigabytes before they throttle me down. So I think the biggest video that I really make is probably a 4 gigabyte. So I can do that all month and not really get throttled down unless I get really crazy, you know. Howard Tomlin, yeah, that's right, Big John. Yeah, check him out. He's all over the place. He's a nice guy. He can sometimes be a butthead, right? But he's a nice guy. Oh, what did the convoy accomplish? What the convoy was about, I'll tell you exactly what this convoy was about. What did it accomplish? What I'm hoping that it might have accomplished, because I wasn't really a part of the convoy, but I supported the convoy because they were speaking for the folks, not just truck drivers, but they were speaking for everybody, and not really about the mandate so much here in the States, because they wasn't mandating the shots and all that. But what they were doing was just our rights of freedom, and that was the idea. The more, and you guys know this as well as I do, if I was to go to DC and say, listen, you guys got to listen to me, they're just going to say, get out of here. But you have to admit, if 100 truck drivers or more was to go up there and say, this is, and it's the voice. It's not about going up there and burning down buildings. And it's not about, having a mean protest. But it's about, we need our voices to be heard. So that's what the convoy was all about. And let me tell you, some of you guys may think it didn't do any good. Then tell me why the people were alongside that highway, above the bridges. Why are people holding signs? It's got to do something, because I don't think Soccer Mom is going to come out just to hold a sign for just one or two drivers if they're going to go up, or four-wheelers, or I think it made we were the voice of our freedoms. We don't want to lose our freedoms, do we? I mean, chaos is happening out here. It always, ever since the COVID started. I'm just saying, we've had a whole lot of our freedoms bye-bye, But enough of that. Boy of the Woods, Big John. Okay, let's see if I missed out on anything. I've been doing this stuff for 40 flipping in years. 40 flip in years. Okay. Rolling to Wyoming right now. Well, see, he's in Wyoming right now. Every now and then, Howard does a live show too, so you want to check that out. Okay. Now I want this live show to mean something. So, does anybody, we're going to start out right now, does anybody have any questions, anything that you want to ask me? What is happening with YouTube? What is happening? Anything. You can ask me anything you want. Let's see if this goes anywhere. That's what I'm kind of hoping it will. I'm kind of hoping it might go somewhere. Fuel prices are getting ridiculous. Anybody want to argue that with me? I'm in Kansas. It's $5.45 a gallon. I'm talking diesel, not gasoline. Gasoline is half the price of what diesel is. $5.45 in Kansas, where I'm at right now. So to fill up my truck, let's say if I got a quarter of a tank of fuel, to fill up my truck now, the other day it took $700 to fill my truck up. $700. But the truck is good on fuel, very good on fuel. I've been keeping my foot out of the accelerator. I'm in no hurry. I told dispatch if I have to hammer my truck down hard in order to deliver a load, don't give it to me, because I don't want it. But every load that I take personally is an average of 50 miles an hour. That's when I take the load. So that way, I don't have to hammer down, I don't have to guzzle down my diesel. And I try my best with the loads that I take, maybe 3 days, then I gotta finally put fuel in. Now I don't just put a half a tank, a quarter a tank. If I'm gonna fill the truck, I'm gonna fill it all the way, because that's when I get the best mileage from a full tank. That's when I get my best mileage. It's working for me. Right now, when I parked the truck yesterday for my 34, I kid you not, 9.2 tenths of a mile per gallon. That's what I was getting when I parked my truck yesterday. 9.2 tenths. That's pretty good for a semi truck. I never had a big truck. Never had a big truck that gave me that kind of fuel. Now, it's an it's like it's not a big square truck. It's not like a 379. It's aerodynamic. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But this truck gives good fuel mileage. Jake and Panda's doing finer than here on a frog's back. Absolutely. Are you still into buying? We're working. Matter of fact, let me tell you how that's going on. There's an old radio station in Wayne, Ohio, that is in town, just down the road from where Mom is. Now, it was actually owned by the city. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. We went down a few people. I don't want to bore people with the radio show. I really don't. But I was asked, so I'll answer it. But it was owned by the city, by an old gentleman, and they did what you can call the corn stock prices. It was more of a talk thing than anything. And yeah, we're well, between Mom and Tom, they're helping me get this. And I don't know, it's just something to do. I figure, I'm on Spreaker Radio. That's where I do my shows. We're a company. I'm a company. Trucker Jukebox Radio Network is an INC. You can, it's based out of Ohio. Matter of fact, you can go businesses, Ohio businesses, and put the Trucker Jukebox Radio Network, and you'll see that it is an actual INC. And I want to take that Spreaker Radio, play all the music on that, all the platform, anything. We'll have news, we'll have different things, because when we start the radio show, we'll be on FM. It'll be the Trucker Jukebox Radio Network, plus letters. Okay, that's what we're working on right now. We're getting with the FCC, and so we can get call letters, because they'll be different than what they were. The tower is it's going to be a different tower. It's going to be located at a different place, and we figure we're not going to be a big station, but we'll figure we'll get out about 15,000, 20,000 people. So we'll be able to hit Bowling Green, Bowling Green, and probably, well, we'll have a good radius. Let's just put it that way. We'll have a pretty good radius. And when that, we'll use the Spreaker, we'll use the station, we'll still do our internet, but we'll also be on FM. So if you're actually on the toll road, we will actually be able to reach the toll road. I found that out too. Perrysburg, that's what I was trying to think. We'll reach Perrysburg. I think it'll be pretty good. But it's something a little closer to when I'm retiring, guys. Honest. This is June of 2023. I'm done. I'm not going to drive truck anymore. Now I do have a friend and a family member that's going to help me run this if I get it, because I'm also wanting to go out there on the road with an RV. I really want to do that, and because if I don't do that, I have a feeling our YouTube channel probably won't go much further, because people are funny. You guys are signing up to watch Trucker Jukebox on YouTube because I drive a truck. What if I'm not driving truck anymore? Now, I should be traveling. If I'm not traveling, if I'm just sitting around, that's probably going to, but we're going to, I would like to still get out there, because there's a lot of places I want to see. Mount Rushmore for one. I just want to drive around and travel. Okay, I don't want to wear that out. I don't want to wear out the radio show with you guys, though. I don't. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. What are they today? Here, it's $5.45 a gallon, diesel. How much gas? I don't know yet. To be honest, I don't pay attention to the gas price. But the gas price is not near as high. It's still 3 something, almost 4. It's high, don't get me wrong, but it's not near as high as diesel. David said fuel prices are getting ridiculous. They are, and gasoline is trailing behind. I don't understand why demand of diesel, I guess, but diesel is always, it takes less to refine diesel than it does gasoline, but yet diesel is higher than gasoline. We got more cars, trucks, motorcycles, we got more things that use gasoline than diesel, but diesel is high. But I think it has a lot to do with the war, not our war, but their war. You know what I'm talking about. I don't really want to talk about that war. I really don't, because I know very little about it, and I don't really watch the news that much, because I try to stay away from that. But because of sanctions, we're like Visa and MasterCard says they're pulling away from Russia, okay? And a lot of places are pulling away. Well, Russia is they're doing the same thing to us, I guess. I don't know, but it's ridiculous. What is your DEF? DEF doesn't have mileage. It doesn't work that way, because first of all, let me tell you, a 12-gallon tank is all my DEF tank is. DEF doesn't work that way. DEF works, the more you idle your truck, the more you run your truck, the more that it gathers salt or dirty crap. Okay, and then when it's time for it to be cleaned out, that's when the truck actually tells the DEF that's in the tank, okay, it squirts a little bit in there, and then it gets it hot, and then if you notice, if you're idling, your truck idles, comes up really high, right? And it burns it off. So the less that you idle, the less you can keep that big engine off, the less DEF that you're going to use. So I don't use that much DEF neither. I'm not idling. Even this morning, it got cold. Yesterday morning, it was actually, what did I say on that video? It was down to 6. I didn't idle, because the APU literally keeps the coolant and the oil and the batteries all warm and charged. So when I started my truck yesterday morning, even though it was a cold start, I didn't have a hard time starting. Matter of fact, it turned right over like if I did idle the engine on it. So it didn't take much to start. It. So DEF doesn't work like that. It doesn't work on mileage. Hey Jukebox, how are you? Greetings from Illinois, Tommy Kramer. Yes, thank you, sir. Richard Harbin, hoping I'm saying that right. Maybe one day when I'm healthier, I can get into trucking. I can't wait till I get out of it. I'm just being honest with you. With all the stupid stuff we have so many. When I started driving truck, I kid you not, when I started driving truck on a weekend, like on a Saturday, Friday evening, on Saturday, you could find a spot at any truck stop with no problem. A lot of drivers went home for the weekend. We have more trucks today. They say we have a shortage in truck drivers. I don't get that. I don't see it. But you have to be out here to see it. I mean, every time you turn, there's a truck, there's a truck, there's a truck. It's Saturday afternoon, right? This truck stop is packed. 20 years ago, you wouldn't have saw that. I'm not saying there were no trucks, but we have more trucks today out here on the road than I've ever seen in my career of driving trucks. So I don't get why they're saying that we have a shortage in truck drivers. We don't. Trust me, we don't. So I don't know who's saying all this or why the rumor is out there that we have a shortage, but we don't. That's my opinion. My opinion on electric is face palm. We're not ready for it yet. Well, it's not going to come. I mean, they're getting these electric cars. They even got an electric truck out there, you know, that they're using as an example. But it's not going to come right away. I mean, especially the big trucks. I mean, seriously, guys. And especially the self-driving trucks. I don't think I want to be anywhere on that road where there's a self-driving truck, because if I don't know what is going to make that thing go down the road. GPS. If it's like Rhonda, we're in trouble. That thing's going to hit everything, right? Got snow here in West Virginia. Well, you can keep it. I'm tired of that snow. Cynthia. Hey, hello, Trucker Jukebox. How are you today? Today is my birthday. I finally turned 48. Well, happy birthday. Hey, Nomad Outdoor Adventure and Travel Show. That's our friend, Mr. Rudy himself. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Rudy, for coming in here. I appreciate you, buddy. Yes, he's a far out. I'm just saying, this is also my opinion, but he's a fine character, and all I'm going to say about this, because I you know, this is Rudy's thing, and he's the one that's got. But I can say this because he's got a video. But the other day was Rudy's last day at Pinner International. You believe that? 12 years working for the same company, and the other day was his last day. He's got a new adventure coming up, and he's getting ready to start that, and I wish him all the luck, and good job. I'm definitely going to say that. We're back? I think we're back. Man, what a deal that was. This is why I don't like doing a live show. We're back. So hopefully you guys get back here. Hoping. Yeah, we're back. It wasn't me, it was YouTube. Yeah, it was YouTube. It said YouTube quit working. So trying to get YouTube to work. Yeah. Does anybody ever have that problem other than me whenever I do a live show? Of course, I'm in the truck, and I'm back. Crazy. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. The only thing I hate about doing a live show is that. And it could do it again. Get everybody back in. Yeah, I'm back. I promise I'm back. Now, well, it might be buffering. Now, that could actually be on your end, because it depends how good your internet is when you're watching a live stream. But we're at 720, so you hear me loud and clear. You just heard my APU kicked on too. Okay. But that's what I'm going to do with, from Cleveland, Michael. Or Mike. Thanks, Mike. Nope, I'm going to take the other camera that I bought another 9, and I'm just going to wear it. Not really so much talking to you guys, but of course I'm going to be talking to you guys. But I'm just going to wear it, and what I see, you see. Now remember though, if you see something, don't get on to me, because I'm not causing it to happen. So I mean, if you see somebody doing something and I got the camera and I'm walking around and you see something that you don't agree, don't get mad at me. It is snowing where you are. No, it ain't snowing one bit here. It's going to be 67 degrees here. I got the heater off. I just got the fan on. It's not really warm enough to have the air conditioner on, but it's not cold enough to have the heater on. I got the bunk open. Peterbilt has got that door right there. I got that bunk open. I'm so glad. You know what is funny though? The other day I was walking around with the camera, and somebody saw something that the clerk was doing. Not me, but what the clerk was doing. And that person wrote a note down in the comment section. He said, "You should be ashamed of yourself there, Jukebox, showing this." It's like, okay, what? Am I supposed to shut the camera off when you see something that you don't like and turn it back on whenever it's something that you do like? I'm just going to show it, and if you guys see it, you see it, you know. Just say hello, trucker. Yeah. We talking about the gas prices again? West to east, just like gas prices. Somebody thought I photoshopped the how much that fuel was. Said, what Photoshop app did you use to put that $5.13 in there? Like, really? People are funny. People are funny. Well, I'm not very good at this live show thing, so if you guys help me out here, tell me what you want to talk about, want to see, or want to talk about, because I don't know what to talk about. They're sleeping. Yeah, it's like that song that I've got by Billy Currington. People are crazy, right? Diesel in Seattle area is over $6 a gallon. So is California. Matter of fact, California is not too far from $7 a gallon. I'm just saying it's $6 and something cents. Hey, Jake, Panda, the folks want to see you again. Come here. They want to see you again. Come on. Come here. No, over here. Come here. Oh. What? Somebody out there? No. Oh, you hear her growl? You're gonna make me shut that door, aren't you? I don't want her to... No, get over here. People are walking by the truck. I don't want them to jump out the door. They'll break their damn necks. Yeah, but the thing is though, Rudy, about the fuel, it's wherever you live, you get kind of used to that, right? We're not used to $5 a gallon. We're not used to $6 a gallon. So wherever you live, you kind of get used to it, or maybe you don't really get used to it so much, but you learn to live with it because you know that's what it is, right? Some places, I'm sure it's even cheaper than us, you know. I know why our fuel is actually high. And it has a lot to do, like I said, with that war that Russia is having. Because we're sanctioning a lot of stuff. Like Visa and MasterCard said, we're not going to be a part of Russia until all this silliness is over with. So they're trying to do the same thing to us. So let's face it though, guys. The United States is no longer a manufacturing country. Not like it used to be. We used to manufacture our own cars. We used to manufacture our everything. We used to be self-sufficient when it come to supplying our own country, but we don't do that no more. Everything that we get now is from overseas. Everything. Walmart is the biggest number one thing that everything comes across. Listen, when all of them containers got stuck and they had to sit out there, we were running out of product because we don't make our own product. We have to get it from other countries. We have oil. We have a lot of stockpile oil, fuel, but we're not using our own. We're getting it from overseas. That is exactly why our stuff is going up. Now, if we were self-sufficient with our stuff here in the U.S., we wouldn't even be in this mess. Anybody agree with me on that? I am in Kansas. That's where I'm at. Last I checked, gas, not diesel, in New York was $4.99. Gas, okay. That's high for gasoline. Yeah. I think that's probably the highest gas I've seen or heard of. A gallon, my pickup gets 10 miles per gallon, so I feel yeah. Hi, Maggie. Jake and Panda. See, Panda and Jake. She's a Jack Russell. That's cool. I got poodles. The reason why, well, poodles don't shed. You can come inside my truck, you won't find no dog here, because they don't shed. So, gotta run. Have an excellent day. Thank you there, Mike, for coming. Appreciate that, buddy. Their barks are freedom barks because they can't honk. Oh, that cute. Everybody's saying hi to you guys. You know that, right? Yeah. I'll be doing a YouTube premium show in 1 hour. Okay, you guys heard that, right? Nomad Outdoor Adventures and Travel Show in 1 hour. So he's probably talking Central Time, right? So it's 12:56. So I'm guessing 1 o'clock Central Time? That's when you're going to do your show, right? Man, I got a phone call during that live stream. I got a phone call. Okay. I stay home all week, can't afford it. See, and that's another thing. With the fuel prices going up, I don't see anybody slowing down or staying home. I really don't. I see them. We have just as many cars out here on the road. Somebody one time said, if fuel ever hit $5 a gallon, people stay home. It's $5 a gallon. Nobody's staying home. The drivers, truck drivers, we have to be out here. Trust me. If I didn't have to be on the road, I wouldn't be on the road. My job causes me to have to be on the road because I got to deliver freight. That's my job. But you got teenagers and soccer moms, and I'm not saying people aren't going to work. People got to go to work. They got to drive to go to work. But I see a lot of traffic out here, and you can almost tell by looking at somebody. I'm just saying. And I'm just saying, you can look at them and think, Are they going to work? Just, our roads are still crowded. So the fuel prices aren't causing them to stay off the road. How old are Jake is 7, Panda's 6. They're 1 year apart. Rudy is saying, that sucks. You couldn't go to the convoy. I am doing a show here this afternoon from a couple of people telling me the stories of Ottawa. I'll be there. I will definitely be there. Yeah. I think that's 1 o'clock, right, Rudy? Is that the one you're talking about? 1 o'clock. Trucker Ryan, amen, Jukebox. Gas is almost $5 a gallon in the East Tennessee. So, okay, we're talking gas, right? Because it's over, somebody said, well, I got diesel for $4 a gallon. I said, where? Not here in the U.S. Not now. Not right now. See, let me tell you how this works. You remember when gas was $1 a gallon? You remember when gas was less than $1 a gallon? Okay. Take this scenario and just wrap it around your head for a minute. This is the wisdom of Jukebox. If gas is $1 a gallon, and let's say for the next 5 years, that's all gas is, $1 a gallon. You get used to that $1 a gallon. It doesn't seem so bad. But let's say they raise the gas to $1.25, $1.25 a gallon. Right away, the folks think, oh my God, the fuel is going up. Oh, what are we going to do? This is going to be crazy. Do you remember when gas was only $1 a gallon? We're only talking a week away, right? But it stays at $1.25 a gallon. And it stays there for the next 6 months. Then they drop it from $1.25 down to $1.15. Now what do people say? Whoo, fuel went back down. Gas went back down. My goodness, thank God the gas went back down. It's still 15 cents higher than it was when it was $1 a gallon. But because it fell from $1.25 to $1.15, gas went down. Let's say it stays there for another 6 months. Then it gets hiked up for, let's say it hits $3 a gallon. People think it's the end of the world. Oh my God, fuel is up to $3 a gallon. Man, I remember when it was $1.15 a gallon. Now they think it's, hey, shit is going downhill. But they keep that $3 a gallon, and let's say another 6 months. They drop it from $3 a gallon to $2.50 a gallon. What is it that people say? Woo, fuel is going down. Gasoline is going back down. Thank God it's going back down. No, it's not. It's still $2.50 a gallon. Don't you remember when it was $1 a gallon? Don't you remember when it was $1.15? See, they forget about that. Because it fell from $3 to $2.50. They're relieved. Now, if it went from $1.25 to $2.15 or $2.50, they think the end of the world. See, that's how they do it. They fool the folks thinking that prices are going back down. They're not. But you get what I'm saying? Now it's $5 a gallon. It's going to be over $5 a gallon. And it's crazy. We're talking about how high fuel is. But let's say they knock it down. People say, yeah, they're going to take it back down. And let's say they take it back down to $4.50 a gallon. What are the folks going to say? Whew, fuel prices fell back down. Oh, they didn't. They're still at $4.50 a gallon. I guess they forgot when it was $3 a gallon. So they'll knock it down a little bit to make you think the prices are going down. It's still too high. The cost of living isn't going up with the cost of living. In other words, your paycheck isn't going up with this. Milk is up 11% higher. Eggs are higher, 11%. Things are going up. But people, if they knock it down a little bit, they think relief is here, right? I went inside this truck stop yesterday and had supper. Normally that supper would probably have been $21, $22. I had a steak. I kid you not, it was $27 and change. That's how much my supper was. Man, I ain't gonna do that again. Yeah, I will. I gotta eat. Walmart prices. Remember, the smiley face? Listen, they're going up too. Everybody's going up. So you gotta just get used to it, folks. You may have to get a second job. You may have to work harder to make that money. But I hate to tell you this. You're going to have to get used to it because it's here. It ain't going down. We are inflation. You know what they said? It hasn't been this bad since 1982. That's the last time we had a big hike like this, was 1982. We're in a recession. We really are in a recession. When you can't make enough money to cover everything, you know, I remember my daddy always said, never take more or buy more or have more bills than what you make on a paycheck. It's called a budget. You got to stay with a budget. So you spend a little less than what you make on your paycheck. But what's happening is now all this stuff that you've got that you could manage no problem now is going up, but our pay's not going up. And that's what makes it where we're in a recession. We're in a recession right now. When you got to make a choice to eat or to get gas. You need gas for your car. You got to go to work. But if you eat, you're not going to be able to put gas in your car. I'm not kidding about this, guys. I'm straight up truth about this. We are in a recession. And this is the time when you got to know how to budget. You got to know how to save and go without a whole lot of stuff. It ain't what you want, but you got to get what you need. You need clothing. You need a roof over your head. You have to eat. You got a car. You're going to have to put fuel in that car. It's not what you want. Oh, I want a camera. I want a computer. Oh, I got to have this. I got to have that. I got to have this. I do know people, in fact, that will buy what they want and not what they need. Then after they spend their money, they don't have no more left. And guess what? Their electric bill is due and they can't pay the electric bill. They can't pay this. They can't. And this is stuff that they need to survive. But they go out and buy stuff that they don't really need. Hey, if you got to have it, you got to have it. You got to have it. But you don't have to have something that you don't really need. Let's see what else. Well, I get on that, man. I tell you what. I am a tightwad right now. Matter of fact, I'm so tight. I plead you guys to keep your money. Please. The Trucker Jukebox Radio Network or the Trucker Jukebox Show on YouTube, we don't need any. Keep your money because you're going to need that money. That's important. Hold all the donations, hold all that, because I completely understand. And especially if you got kids. You got to eat, you got to eat. You got to live. You're right, Jukebox. I agree with you. We used to have things come from here, but since that clown got in office, yes. Oh, don't even get me started with him, because YouTube will definitely take this video down. They may even take my channel away from me. So don't even get me started with that nut. You know what? We're supposed to have people in our office that, you know, at one time, when you talked about the commander-in-chief, you was proud to talk about him because he was the man that was in charge, and he was the man. It wasn't something or someone to laugh about. It was somebody that you had respect for. And this is probably pisses me off more than anything, because I feel we got more like a clown in there. I'm just saying, we got a clown in there. Everybody from every country is making fun of us, because of who we. Don't even get me started there. Like I said, YouTube will end up taking this video down. I guarantee they will. I'll have to change the, yeah, you have to, yeah. In Tennessee, it's much, well, it's going to be much higher than 5 now. Oh, it's not done, guys, honestly. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Central Time. That's when Rudy's going to do his show. Okay. So it's 2 o'clock Eastern Time, so it's 1 o'clock Central in 2 hours. 2 hours he's going to do a show. I'll be there. For sure. Daniel Reese. Not sure, but it ain't cheap. Everything is costly. But there's 3 things you can't cheat yourself out of. No matter what. You have to eat. I'm not saying you have to eat T-bone steak every night. I'm not saying you have to eat at fancy gourmet restaurants every night. Who in the hell can afford that? I'm at a truck stop and I can barely afford that. But you have to eat. You may have to. It's going to be hot dogs tonight. Hot dogs and macaroni and cheese. Or it may be. But you have to eat. You can't cheat yourself when it comes to food. You can't starve yourself. You're just like your automobile. If you don't feed yourself, you're going to go hungry. And if you go hungry, you ain't going to be worth, you're not going to be no more worth, what am I looking for? You're not going to be any good to yourself. And you got to have shelter. Even if you're homeless. You got to, I'm just saying, you got to have shelter, you got to have clothing, and you got to eat. You notice I didn't even mention an automobile in there. You don't need to drive. Go get you a bicycle. Go get you a 10-speed. Especially, now check this out. You were 3 blocks away from where you live. 3 blocks. But you got a car in the driveway. Okay. It's cold. What are you going to do? You're going to start your car. You're going to warm it up. Then you're going to put it on the road. You're going to drive it 3 blocks down the road. If I was leaving from that house to go to that job, I'll beat you there. Because by the time you start your car, pull it out of the driveway, and you're at work, I'm already there. How much gas did I use to go to work? I didn't use any gas. I walked. How much gas did you use? I'm just saying, you got to have an automobile. But you kind of use it like you're supposed to use it. Got a little secret for you. People are lazy. People, I'm calling it how I see it. A lot of people are lazy about it. They don't want to walk 3 blocks. But you got to have them 3 things to live. Even if the prices went up higher, and higher than what they are now, you got to have them in order to live. Check out Rudy's channel. Yeah, definitely. Please, go check out Rudy. Definitely. I mean, he did very well for himself at the convoy. He did and he's still a part of that. He is still a part of that. So he deserves uh, a good thing. He deserves all that. Definitely go check him out. Nomadic Outdoor Adventure and Travel Show. Absolutely. Sean, yep, my hometown used to be one of the biggest producers of GM vehicles. And no, they tore down most of the GM buildings and now they are empty. Yeah, they're being manufactured. I hate to say this. I hate this, but they're being manufactured from overseas, Mexico. Listen, every now and then I go down to Laredo to pick up a load that is coming from Mexico, that is actually being delivered in the U.S. That because it was manufactured down there. You can't even buy a pair of blue jeans that is made in USA. I guarantee anything that you look at, anything that you see, right here, my Chevrolet hat that I wear, made in Bangladesh. Don't even ask me how to pronounce that. Is not even made in the United States. I can say I'll throw it away and find me a hat made here in the U.S., but then I wouldn't be wearing a hat at all. Nothing's made here in the U.S. Amber Booth, are you? Skip. Michael Marion. Yep, Rudy. Yeah. A message was retracted. Somebody's looking out for me. Thank you. Oh, I gotta check that out. Haven't heard Little Guy's show. He's back. He's back up. He's doing his thing. He took a break himself. He's no longer out here in the truck though. He's at home, and he's doing RST office work from his house. So he's home. He may later change his mind about he probably missed coming out here, but right now he's enjoying being at the house. But he's made 2 videos. He's back. Go check him out. The Little Guy Show. Rudy said Little Guy did a video here just last week. That's right. That's right. Remember, 3 o'clock Central Time, Rudy's doing a show. So, a live show. You guys don't want to miss that. Absolutely. Daniel Reese, yes. Ed Dog 2015. I miss when gas and diesel. Well, I do too. I'm old enough to tell you I remember when gas was 64 cents a gallon. I'm not kidding now. Back then they had lead and regular. They had leaded gas, unleaded gas. Leaded gas was 64 cents a gallon. I remember that clearly. And boy, that shows my age, don't it? Shit. Mark says, I remember. Amber Booth. Skip must be the boyfriend. Sean, you can go to Taco Bell and get some gas. Yes, you can. But that burrito that used to be 89 cents is now $2.15. So even that gas is going to cost more. Are they doing it to combat inflation? People won't spend more money. The blame is because of the war that Russia's having. That is the actual blame right now. That is what I'm hearing. There ain't nothing out there that would be causing this to go. See, we're making sections, or however you say that, because we don't want to support Russia for the war. So they're taking things away because they don't want to support. Well, Russia is not a tiny country themselves. And there's a whole lot of things that we get from them as well. So that's what's happening. Russia is saying, fine, we don't need your stuff, but we're not going to give you ours neither. It's okay as long as it doesn't turn into a damn nuclear war. Because if that happens, we're done for the next 25 years. I'm just saying. This earth that we live on won't be worth 2 cents for the next 25 years. And you guys know what I'm talking about. And nuclear, you got your nuclear winter, nuclear war, and I see people are falling out of here. I'm just saying, two main countries, United States and Russia, have the two biggest nuclear weapons. And then I think you got Poland and you got France. But they don't have that much. I think like the United States has got 1,000 nuclear weapons, missiles. And Russia's got about equal, but as long as we don't need to go into no war. I don't want no nuclear war. I really don't, because it'd be like raid spray to a bunch of flies. We're gonna start falling. But they're blaming Russia's war for our cost of going up. Listen, I may be driving a truck and I may keep to myself, but you listen. Good to see you back, Jukebox. I never went nowhere. Where did I go? I'm still here. But thank you. Thank you there, 66. I appreciate you. Daniel, I know it goes up and down, and diesel does also, more than gas. Yeah, but I think it's going to go up and stay there for a while. That's just my opinion. You guys watch the prices and see if I'm right or not. Jukebox, I miss $3 a gallon right now. I would love $3 a gallon right now. Oh, hell yeah. And it's still high, but it's feasible. You know, it's a little easier to get a hold of, right? Yeah, I went and put $10 in my gas tank a few weeks ago. It didn't even touch. Oh, I know. Seasoned Trucker. I might do a live stream tonight. Okay, we'll be looking for that. You guys heard that, right? Howard may be doing a live stream tonight. That's cool. Just let us know when, buddy. We don't want to miss it. I seen at the Arco in most likely California where gas is up to $9 a gallon. It's high in California. Diesel is pretty much touching $7. That's what. Now I haven't been there since the price, but I gotta go by what people are saying, right? Nathan says everything is higher, even used cars cost so much. You got that right. David says, man, everything is going up, and it sucks. Nothing we can do about it. I can't think. You know what? Probably makes me madder than anything about everything going up. Yes, I'm working and a few other people are working, but what makes me probably the maddest is our retirees and our well, you take my mom for instance. She is on an income and it's supposed to be her Social Security. That's not going up, folks. I really feel the worst, and I really feel more sick in my stomach when I think about the folks that are on retirement and they got to live on a limited income to the point where the government has control of their income. Now, listen, I'm not selfish one bit. And do I think I need a raise in order to be able to pay for stuff out here? Yes. But I want my mother and I want the other folks out there that they're on a limited income to get that raise first. I'm not kidding, folks. They got medicines they got to buy. They still got to pay for stuff. I want them to get the raise first. No joke. Because I feel more bad for them than I do anybody. They're the ones that are going out or going without. I ask my mom every time I call her now. I say, are you doing okay? Is Tom doing okay? They're never going to admit, oh man, this is kicking our butts. They'll never admit that. Because first of all, my mom knows I'm going to be there for her. And I'm going to give her what I will give my mother my last dollar if she has to have that to live on. I promise you I will. I promise you I will. That is what makes me matter the most, you know, is our older folks out there. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, we need to kick that guy's ass that's in office. We are paying 165 liters in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. It works out to $7.42 a gallon. And to make things, yeah, Rudy says you guys are a whole lot higher up there than we are. He did. I'm praying for you guys, man. Seriously. I feel so bad for all those people that went out and bought houses. I feel bad for them too, yeah. Crazy prices, low interest rates. The balloon was bound to pop at some point, like 2008 housing crash. We're in a recession. We truly are in a recession. We really are. Do we notice it more now than they did back in 1934? 1934, they were in a recession too. Do we notice it more now than they did then? Remember, 1934, all day long you worked and only made 50 cents, a dollar. And back then, when a loaf of bread cost 75 cents and you only made 50 cents, they went without food. Or they went in and had to steal it because they didn't quite make enough money to cover the grocery bill. Now, the only thing that saved them, though, they didn't have automobiles back then, so they weren't buying gas. I mean, they had different other things, but they worked the fields, the mule, the horse. That's how they got around, so that helped them. But it didn't make it any easier for them to make 50 cents a day and couldn't buy a loaf of bread that cost 75 cents. That's a recession. When things cost more to buy than what you make, that's a recession. And the only folks that make it in that recession are folks that already have money. We have millionaires, we have billionaires. But what they got to hope that doesn't happen, that the recession doesn't get so bad that the bank loses their money. It's insured, but what, $100,000 is what a bank, FCID or FCIC or however that is, will pay you for the loss of your money if they've got it. If it gets so bad that the recession makes it where the bank loses their money, then we're really in trouble. Really in trouble. You should roll with John in his RV. I tried to, well, not now. I'm driving the truck until 2023. June of 2023, do or die, with or without. I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not. And there is a reason why. There is a reason why. I didn't make that choice. Pretty much. I'm having a hard time passing the physicals every time I have to go. So that's what I'm basing my retirement on, is because of the physical. I'm so glad that I got low interest rates locked in for the next 5 years. Absolutely. And hopefully they can't, well, you say locked. So hopefully that stays like that. It's supposed to, right? Yeah, locked interest rate. Thank goodness for Las Vegas. Takes $100 down to the casino. Well, I sure hope you make a lot of money with that $100. Myself, I keep it in my pocket. I'm not a gambler anyway, never have been really. Biden can't even put his own socks without help. Biden can't even, see, I'm going to end it, watch, this video might get put down, but he can't even tell you a speech without having to read it off that machine, if you know what I'm saying. 1970, there was a gas war. You're right, there was, here in Indy. I paid 12 cents a gallon for gas. Those were the days. 1970 was around the same time the 55 mile an hour double nickel came out. During the truck era, the gasoline era, the CB era, when the CB first came out. Oh, we all got to go 55. We got to save on fuel. We're running out of fuel, folks. We got to save on our fuel. That, my friends, I hope doesn't happen. The fuel is going up, yes. But I hope the day doesn't come when they say we are running low on fuel and we're going to have to preserve it. Because, my friends, if they do that, and the day that they tell me I can't put diesel in my truck, I'm just one truck. Remember I said a while ago we got more trucks today and we did 20 years ago. Then we're going to really be in trouble, even if it is freight from overseas. If we can't haul the stuff and we can't take it to the grocery stores because we can't put diesel in our truck, then that's when we're going to be in trouble. You'll have to jump in your car and go get your own stuff. Maybe. Remember, I'm talking diesel, not gasoline. Maybe we'll have, hey, maybe the electric trucks will work. We may have to go electric trucks. You know what I'm saying, right? The day that they say we can't get fuel, we could be in trouble. You're right, Jukebox. And hell, bicycles are even expensive. They are, but you don't. Once you buy the thing, you don't have to worry about gas. What if you get it flat? But I'm just saying, you don't have the expense on that bicycle, especially if you're only 3 blocks away from work. Even if you're a mile away from work. Let's say you're a mile away from work, even if you're in Tennessee and you got to go uphill a mile. Hey, look at the fun coming back home. Make sure your brakes work on that bike, right? But it would be cheaper doing that than it would be starting up your car. Because when you start up your car, you got the ignition, you got the starter, you got the pistons, you got the crank, you got the motor, you just got so many different mechanical things that you have to worry about or have to replace if something was to go wrong with that car. Bicycle, got the chain, you got the sprocket, you got the tires. Don't need a seat, just stand up. You can, I'm just saying it would be so much cheaper. I knew it would not be long for Biden haters to come out. First of all, I'm going to say it just as I see it. And I could get in trouble for this. Biden did not get elected. by the people. I'm probably going to end my YouTube career right here. I'm probably going to end it right here because he did not get elected in office. They gave it to him on a silver platter because they know that they can control him like a puppet. But I can't believe I'm talking politics here. But they knew that they can control him like a puppet. They could not. I'm just saying, I'm probably going to get a few people leaving. But you know what? When you're doing your channel, when you're doing your video, you have a right to say whatever you want to say. Whether people... Who's going to interrupt me now? But they knew that they had no control of Trump. They could not control him. I'm just saying. Am I right or am I wrong? God. I hope I got a YouTube channel after this. I'm just... Could be bad. Just remember though, guys, if the channel is gone, I didn't take it. YouTube did. Or maybe they'll suspend me, right? I don't know. I love to speak. Listen, next month I'll be 55 years old. I'm not 20. I'm not 30. I didn't just pop out of my mama and started a happy birthday. I've been on this planet long enough to know and seen changing of stuff that's been happening through my years. Now, anybody older than me, they've seen even longer of that. I see what's happening. I just don't talk about it a lot on the channel because I know what could happen. Dayton, Ohio lost a lot of manufacturing. At one time, it was rated #1. A lot of car manufacturing was actually in Dayton, Ohio. I do remember that. I used to drive years ago, before I got my CDL, before I started driving a semi, I drove a little white Zuzu straight truck. And we would actually take things down to Akron, Ohio. Auto parts, glass, ingots. You know what? The aluminum ingots. They take them to a smelter, melt them down, and they make blocks, engine blocks, and different things. But I used to, in this little Zuzu, and I used to take that down to Akron and make a delivery. And then they would give me some stuff that was a reject. And then they would put that in the truck and I'd take it right back. That's at the time I lived in Elkhart, Indiana. That's years ago. That's probably, now it's possible, think about this. I'm 55. This is about 30 years ago when I used to do this. So that would make me around 24 years old. I think I was 23 when I started that job. You didn't need a CDL. I didn't even need a chauffeur's license. Just a regular operator's license is all I needed for that truck. Everyone deserves a break from YouTube every now and then. Sometimes I got to. Sometimes I just got to. I'm not quitting. Again, folks, if you don't see a video every day, doesn't mean I'm gone. There are so many different ways you can see me. I know a lot of people don't like radio, but I'm on that platform too. I do that as well. I do YouTube. I love just being there, but sometimes even with the radio, people will tell you I had to walk away even from that. Sometimes I just got to get myself, it's like a day off from work. Oh, don't have to film. I don't want to film today. It's like I took a break from work. Hi, Trucker Jukebox. Hope you're doing well, and I hope the pups are doing well. They're doing good, man. Let's see. I don't want to miss Rudy. 2:30. Okay, we still 3 o'clock. Rudy's going to do a live show, folks. You want to go in there and check that out? Definitely want to check it out, right? David says, you're right, Jukebox. And I pray God there is no... I hope that never comes down. Listen, the truth is, did you ever thought in a million freaking years that we would have freaking planes hitting the towers? Did you ever thought we were ever going to see that? Not me. Did we ever thought that we were going to lose a... See, you have to expect the unexpected. If you walk around all the time thinking nothing, this ain't never going to happen. There ain't no way this ain't going to never happen. I ain't saying walk around and worry about it, because that ain't going to do you no good. I'm not going to walk around worried that something's going to happen. Because if it happens, it happens. We have no control of that. But at the same time, I'm not going to walk around saying, oh, nothing's ever going to happen. You got to expect the unexpected. You got to. Because if you don't, and if it does happen, you're going to be walking around with your jaw open. I didn't know this was going to happen. Listen, we're supposed to have intelligence. People are supposed to be a little more intelligent than an animal. That's why you don't walk across the road right in front of a car. You know you have to stop. A dog wouldn't know that. An animal wouldn't know that. It would just walk across, run across, probably get hit and get killed. But we are human beings. We're supposed to have intelligence. And somewhat. So you got to expect the unexpected. So if you walk around saying it may not happen in our lifetime. It may not happen in your lifetime. But remember, the earth is only 40,000 years old or something like that. We have a young earth. And we're going to have generations of people after us. We're going to have people after us before the earth is gone. So don't ever say never, and always expect the unexpected. My van is paid for, and all I have to do is maintenance it. That's the way to do it. My friend Don, same way. He worked, he drove truck. I'm talking my friend Don there in Knoxville. He retired, but he made sure the house was paid, his pickup truck was paid. He made sure he had enough money in that bank to live throughout his retirement. Man, I got a lot of respect for that man. Because that's the way to do it. If you're going to retire, make sure everything is paid and try to make it where you don't have to worry about too much. Peter Coffee. Am I saying that right? Peter Coffee. Good afternoon from Michigan. I have been enjoying your content for years. Keep up the great work and stay safe. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Over $8 a gallon in Manitoba. Woo! Holy crapple. Rudy is saying nomadic outdoor adventure and travel show. Rudy is saying, I just calculated it out. It's $7.75 a gallon here in Canada. I filled up in Ontario the other day and it was $2.05 a liter. 1 gallon is 3.75 liters per gallon. Wow. So there ain't no joy riding. Pretty much, you fill up, you go to work, you come home, or maybe you do have a thing or a place you got to go, but it ain't like in the old days where you just, come on, let's go for a joyride. Joy riding is over, right? Michael says $4.19 in Indiana. Is that gasoline? Sounds like that's gasoline price, right? Because you'd have to add another $1 to that if it's diesel. Good afternoon from New Mexico. Good afternoon, sir. I love to speak my mind. I love to speak my mind when it comes to these videos. But, you know, you can't please everybody. You know, you try to not say this because you don't want to say anything to make this person, or you don't want to disrespect that person. But you want to say this because it's on your mind, right? Like Don said, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's not over, guys. It really ain't. And I know somebody out there is going to say, but you're taking this to the extreme. Every one of us has an opinion. That is what's nice about living in North America. That includes Canada and the U.S. We all have a right to our opinion. At the same time, you have a right to disagree with that person's opinion. But you should never have to worry about getting shot because of your opinion. This is Jukebox's opinion. And I'm on a roll. And I guess you're really getting to know who I am because of this live show right here. Because, you know, I don't talk like this when I'm making a video. You know that, right? It's basically going down the road. I always said I'm never going to throw politics or religion in my videos. But I'm starting to get pissed off because of our politics and how things are going down. And by doggy, I think it was Rudy actually taught me this. You have to say what's on your mind. You got to let the folks know how you think. It's about being a straight shooter. And I'm being a very, very straight shooter with you guys, for sure. And I just hope I got a channel left. I hope YouTube doesn't say, okay, all right, that's it. If that happens, go to my Facebook page, because let's give them a chance to take me down too, because I ain't going to be done then. I'm going to be really mad. Never forget your loving mother making those awesome size hamburgers. You got that crap right. I know you don't video her anymore. Let her know I will. Well, it's just, yeah, that's she just doesn't want the attention. At one time she didn't mind it, but probably what really made me mad when people started making fun and calling my mother names. And this really pissed me off because, first of all, I can't put my hands around you. I can't choke you. And it's a CB ramble. It's pretty much like the CB ramble, right? Remember today the CB, pull that truck over and I'll kick your ass. Pull the, CB ramble. Now we got what you call keyboard ramble. But my mother forgets a whole lot of stuff. And she doesn't understand. Why are people coming at her? She said, I can't be a part of that. Can't blame her. You can poke fun at me, I don't care. Really, my skin is thick. But if it does get heavy, I'll take a few days off from it. Let's bring back Trump. I agree. I know there are going to be some people on here, they won't. But listen, again, if you like Biden as your president, I still respect you for who you are. I still respect you because you have your opinion. I'm not going to belittle you or disrespect you for your beliefs and for your opinion, because assholes do that. And I'm not an asshole. I don't think so. Somebody on here may think so, but I don't, I'm so sorry, Jukebox, that DOT physical. I got a few issues, and that's going to be on another video someday, and that will probably be on the video right before I retire. I'll be telling you guys I do have a medical. Now it's not interfering with my driving. I don't want you to think, God, he's not safe. I am, but I do have a problem, and it's going to it will render my driving eventually. And here's the deal: I don't want to be out here on the road going to that physical and then being told, I'm sorry, you can't drive no more. I know what's going to be happening. I want to make sure I got my truck, all my stuff out, Jake and Panda. If they're still here, they'll still be here. We're only talking another year. And I want to make sure the truck is going to be where I got it from. And I want to make sure I'm in a safe place. But it's not going to stop me from driving an RV. It will even that eventually. It will eventually make it where I won't even be able to drive a car. It is what it is. That's why I'm looking at this radio station. I'm just saying, I'm not going back to that. But I need something to do if I can't do nothing else no more. Because I'll be honest with you guys, if I just got to sit in a rocker chair behind four walls and can't do nothing, my life is over. I'm telling you, my life is over. In more ways than one. Okay. I agree, Jason. Okay. Oh, had to get a... Oh, I'm so... Okay, yeah. Next size. Well, see, I don't have... I never had to do that because... I don't even snore. I don't snore one bit. But as you tell, my voice... Go back and watch my very earlier videos. Very early videos. And listen to me now. My voice is... oh, yeah. I'll tell you guys what it is, but you got to wait for that. Because I don't want certain things to be on video until I'm ready for that. Oh, Rudy is going to do something new. Rudy's got a new adventure. He's no longer with Pinner. But I'm not going to tell you what he's doing. That's him. That's his thing. But he's got some exciting things that's going to be happening real soon. Nomadic Outdoor Adventure and Travel Show. Mr. Rudy says, that's right. Jason is. No, he didn't. He checked to win. Did I miss something there? George. Hey, right back to you. That's true, Jukebox. Rudy says, hey, George. Somebody saying hey to you. Fireman 17. Hey, question. You're a was you a firefighter, or are you still... I'm just curious because I saw that name and I thought maybe you was associated. If so, I salute you. First responders. I just came and not leaving here. Freedom of speech. Speak your mind. That's right. That's exactly right. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what people think about you. You lay it on the line. You be a straight shooter and you say what you want to say. But what you got to do is make sure whatever you say, be truthful. That's another thing I'm going to talk about. There's a few people in my life that keep coming into my life and then keep leaving. And then they come back. This ain't no yo-yo game, man. You're either going to... I'm just saying. I'll just say this once and I'll leave it alone. I promise you. But if this person or anybody is watching this video, they're going to know right now, if you don't want to be around me, do me a favor and just go. Don't come into my house and pretend. Because this ain't no yo-yo game. It really ain't. But whatever you say, you got to be truthful. In other words, you got to be... If somebody wants to look up something, if you're going to say something, and they want to look it up, you better be right. You got to be right. We support you, Jukebox. I appreciate it. But I want you to support me by watching the videos and hitting that subscribe button. Financially, I'm doing great. I am fine. I may look like I'm not, but I don't go out and spend $3,000 on suits, and I don't go out and buy Cadillacs, and I look like who I look like because I'm reserving what I have, because we don't know if we're going to have it again later. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to everybody and anybody out there. YouTube will pay me for this video. YouTube will give me a few bucks because of the commercial, okay? And that's fine. But I want you guys to keep your money because you're going to need it. I'm just saying. Support me just by watching the videos and hitting that subscribe button, because that's where the support will actually come in, and that's what's going to be that's better than anything right now. That's better. No, he did not. He get voted in by the people. They cheated him, and that's they're doing like a puppet. He had somebody in his ear telling him what to say. Again, if you support this guy in any way, shape, or form, I still respect you. See, you don't just respect somebody because they're agreeing with you. You don't just respect somebody because they're saying that you're always right. It don't work that way. I respect anybody that has their own opinion and they stick with their guns. That's why I have to say I respect Rudy a whole lot. I really do. I'm just saying I respect Rudy a whole lot because he speaks his mind. All I'm saying is Rudy is no longer with Penner. That's all I'm saying. Because Rudy agrees freedom of speech. We support Trucker Jukebox. Thank you, sir. Oh, Rudy says freedom of speech is one of the reasons why I'm no longer working for Penner. See, I didn't just say that, right? I said that before I saw that comment. Before I saw Rudy writing that. That is true. Freedom of speech, I'm going to read this out loud. Freedom of speech is one of the reasons why I'm no longer working for Penner, because they wouldn't allow me to do that. Timothy says, as long as you keep your clothes on, I think YouTube channel. Well, you're probably right, but there was a time, Rudy will back me up on this, there was a time if you talked about COVID, if you talked about the commander-in-chief, if you talked anything and it happened to be a little negative, YouTube was taking down channels. So when I say I hope everything is good, oh, thank you, sir. Don Winokur, Trump proved to the nation that he didn't need politics and government. You know what was a problem with our politicians? They did not want to give that man a chance. Every time that he did good, I'm just saying, I supported Trump. I'm just saying, I supported Trump. And I believe in my heart that Biden didn't get this election by an election. But first of all, let me tell you something. Trump was out rallying and throwing these parties. Biden didn't do anything but stay in his basement. I kid you not. He did nothing but stay in his basement. He didn't get out. If it was that easy, okay, I'll change the page. And you're 100% right, Jukebox, and maybe they won't take your channel down. I'm hoping not. I'm going to lay off on the politics a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I don't want it too heavy. Because I don't want them to come in and say, you're gone, man. What was your first semi you drove? Oh, my first semi I drove, a 1983, a 1980, it was a Freightliner, FLD Freightliner. Well, I don't know if it was called an FLD then, but it was a 1980 Freightliner. That was the first truck I drove. So it was a little old, but it was in good shape. But that's the first truck I drove. Scott Fields. Hey, Jukebox. Hey, buddy. I haven't seen that name in a long time. I hope you're doing good, my friend. Peter says, what was your first trucking company did you start with? First company I started with was Gainey Transportation out of Grand Rapids, Michigan on Clay Avenue. I started with them. Now, I started driving truck in, I got to think about this, 93, 94. Honestly, that's when I first started driving truck. Now, when the CDL was not, I don't think the CDL was there yet. I think when I first started, the CDL hasn't kicked in yet. It was still the chauffeur. I had just gotten the chauffeur's license when I had to go back and get the CDL. A lot of complication. Even the 1980 truck I drove was an old truck, but it was in good shape, and Gainey actually owned that truck. I have a picture of one of my first trucks. I'll go into my Facebook page. I'll look for it. And if you happen to be on my Facebook page, I'll show you guys that truck. Yeah, absolutely. Don is saying, hey, Rudy, wake up, buddy. He didn't say wake up, I did. The earth is 1,000,000 years old. It's a little older than 1,000,000. I think they said it's half the age. Half the age. So it's still got a long ways to go, right? But I like that. 4.5 million. There you go. You got it right there. Who said that? Yeah. 4.5 billion years. That's right. I think the Freedom Convoy has it all wrong. They should be protesting fuel prices, not mandates. Well, here in the States, it wasn't about mandates, but it wasn't about fuel prices neither. Because remember, the fuel prices started going up after the convoy started. Now, Canada was about the mandates. They were being forced. They couldn't go in restaurants, grocery stores. They couldn't. Hell, Rudy couldn't even come out of his truck and walk inside any place and use a bathroom because he didn't have his shots. But it was mandated. But here in the States, it wasn't about the mandate so much, but it was more about just the freedoms, our freedoms, little bits of freedoms that we were losing. But I don't know. But that's what I was actually getting the information, what it was about, you know. But listen, Don is retired and he watches a lot of this stuff. So, yeah. Now, we need to protest about the fuel. We need to, because we don't need this fuel. Listen, how high does it have to go before an owner-operator says, I can't do this anymore? And folks, if we don't have the trucks anymore delivering our freight, we're in trouble. And don't think about just the grocery stores, but if you work somewhere that requires freight and you have docks and they're being delivered by trucks. Now, if you got a railroad that comes up beside your business, there, we're back. We're back. I just had to get reconnected again. But listen, folks, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I think you guys are still here. It's 3 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Rudy's going to be on at... wait a minute. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright. Rudy's going to be on at 3 o'clock. No. 3 o'clock Central Time. So that's an hour from now. Yeah, I did. I lost it for a second. Sorry about that. We went a long time, though, before that happened. So, but we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And Howard said he was going to probably do one later himself. So hopefully he can come in. And thank you for letting me... I vented. I did a whole lot of venting here. And I thank you guys for that. I really do. Because in this world... it's not easy to vent. Nobody wants you to vent. You can't... if you vent like this in public, they think you're crazy. Or if you try to vent, they think you're trying to pick a fight. There ain't no fight here. I was talking among friends, my subscribers, the smartest people in the world. I was venting, and you guys were letting me do that. And I thank you very much. We're not done with the videos. They're still coming up. I promise you, if you just don't see one the next day, don't panic. Sometimes it takes 2 days to make a video. Sometimes it takes 3. But I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are great people. We love you. I mean that. And God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Later.